Are we live, people? Are we live? Yeah, it looks like we're live. All right, everything's coming on. Everything is looking good. For those that are watching in the chat, just let us know if we're cooking, if we're sounding okay, we look okay, so on and so forth. Because we had a small little issue, but we've got resolved, so we should be good to go for today's show, for today's episode, however you want to call it. Hey, we're here to give you guys a good time, some good discussions. Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Wait, speak.
Hello. Testing.
Wait, you're the purple one, so
Okay, had to make sure because I didn't see my cell phone.
speak.
Hello.
Speak.
On the par, just testing this out, seeing how this goes as the usual. Isn't the purple one that last one? That's in purple.
Speak.
Testing.
No, that's not you.
Oh wow, this is awkward.
Okay, yeah, all right, y'all. This is awkward because this thing's not picking up Waluigi's mic.
Voice is too irresistible.
Unplug. Speak.
Hello. Testing.
Hold on.
Oh shit! Now we got volume.
Yeah, there we go. All right, yeah. Now I see your volume thing go up.
Okay, now we can get this party started.
Yeah, literally.
Now let's try this again.
We got a thumbs up. All right. So we're good.
Appreciate it, Sensei.
We are good. So without further ado, let's go ahead and with the introductions. Good evening, everybody. What is going on? Episode 105 of the South Florida Gamers Podcast. I am your host, the Silverback Senpai. Joining me across the table is none other than my co-host, Waluigi.
Good evening, folks. Glad to be back again for another episode of Gaming Topics Strictly, and us just having a good time with you guys, with the co-hosts, with everybody else watching the pre-recorded videos, the TikToks, the etc. Likes, comments, subscribes. Just share us. I'm looking forward to just talking about this stuff with you guys. How are y'all doing?
Absolutely. So, see, we look good with the full camera.
Damn.
Yes.
So I didn't even pay attention. Like, I literally pulled up. I didn't even notice this. So long story short, I've had that portrait for like 3 years, and I procrastinated and finally bringing it out. I got it made at this portrait store, and best $60 I ever spent. That's like the little lore of this.
And looks really good in here.
Damn, it does.
So whenever we have the podcast, you guys will definitely see this, whether we have a guests, or just us doing the, gaming, topics and news and whatnot. Y'all see this. So, yeah. South Florida Gamers Podcast. We are independent. We are not affiliated or associated with anyone.
It's just a few friends that enjoy a podcast for so long.
Exactly.
And that we've known each other for almost 5 years.
Yeah.
Holy shit, it's been since 2019.
Oh, yeah. It's been a journey.
Quarter life crisis kicking in again. Anyways, not important.
Yeah.
So, you ready for the first topic?
Yeah.
So I read this, and I'm going to let you read this, and I'm going to share my opinion how I found this out.
All right, so y'all brace yourselves because we got some interesting topics to share with y'all. I just got to pull up the links real quick.
Yeah, pull up the links, and then you're trying that new trick, right?
Yeah, to where now we got it to where you guys can actually see the desktop. So the desktop will be mirroring off of my screen. So I just got to... All right, so...
Oh, sorry, it's just the internet.
Well, I'm going to send it to you, copy through Twitter.
Oh, okay. Because it looks like the link doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Wow, we're starting off on a good note. But you know what? That's what it's all about. We're not professionals, and we'll say this until we die. Or become professionals. We're still going to say it. And that's okay. Can't with a straight face. Like, I've been wearing this shirt for like 4 years. My goodness. I need to upgrade.
Y'all bear with me. I'm trying to send it to Waluigi.
I know. Don't worry. I got my messages. My DMs. Been a message request.
There you go. Send it to you. Let me blow it up a little bit bigger.
Okay, sweet. All right, now we're cooking. Wow.
All right.
This is the first DM you ever sent me through Twitter.
Yeah. Alrighty, y'all. So as y'all can see on the screen, and of course you also guys can see myself and Waluigi on the right-hand side.
Damn, no matter the angle, I still look good. I gotta have that ego to hype myself up.
It's respected. Of course, it's respected. So, all right. Our first topic, and that is Call of Duty is charging players $20 to hear better than players who do not pay.
So, it's a pay to win. But if you're still ass, it's not paying to win. It's just paying to hear that you're ass.
Yeah, so for those that are looking at the screen, so it says the truth lies, your ears don't. Turn on enhanced headphone mode to increase the directional accuracy of sound players in the world in 360 degrees and hear every detail on the battlefield. Powered by immersive spatial audio, available on Xbox Series X and S, PS5, Microsoft PC Store, Battle.net, and Steam. So pretty much what this is that you're gonna pay a extra $20 for an enhanced headphone mode, and this is personalized for you. What people are outraging about, like, is all right. Choose your own path. Is that the fact that you're charging us $20 for this personalized profile feature, but but the universal profile is 100% free, as you guys see on the screen. So, explaining universal profile, available to all players for free. Universal profile is your entry vector to a deeper level of spatial awareness and accurate 3D sound, fine-tuned to the unique sound world of Call of Duty. Every explosion and footstep are perfectly balanced so you can hear every detail of the battlefield with precision. Turn on enhanced headphone mode in the sound settings of Black Ops 6 and start playing with any headphone or earbuds.
That confuses me so much. Like, are they saying that your headphones don't matter? We're just gonna give you HD sound?
Yeah, they're giving you a special personalized HD sound so that way you can hear footsteps and things going in the battlefield a lot better.
What the fuck is this?
It honestly, what I look at this is that it's just, an extra way to monetize the players by now, hey, instead of content, we're going to go with audio because everyone complains about audio when it comes to playing first-person shooters. And you always want to hear your enemy footsteps. You want to get the drop on them and whatnot. So with this, with what Call of Duty Black Ops is providing is a personalized profile for yourself that you're going to have to pay extra to, where now you can hear even better than the average player that has the free version, the universal profile. Again, this is just another way to monetize the players. I hope gamers don't buy into this.
But the casual is going to buy it.
Yeah, they're going to buy it because they want that advantage.
It's like, you got to think about this. You really want HD sound when your headphones are from Temu or from Alibaba, like the really cheap quality headphones that you say is HD quality sounding, or your wireless headphones. Your game is going to sound much better because you're paying for it.
Yeah.
That is the weirdest advertisement I heard from a game so far.
Like for myself, the most I've spent on gaming headsets is about $100.
Yeah, I can say the same.
I don't see myself spending any more higher than that just so I can hear the game a lot better, because I'm okay with this. Like, I can hear footsteps and whatnot. I can hear everything. I don't need this super Bose super surround sound for my ears. Like, I'm good on that.
You know what's fucked up?
What?
The deaf can't even hear it.
The what?
The deaf can't even hear it. As fucked up as that sounds, but like, in all seriousness, you're really spending $20 just so you can hear other footsteps and other people call you slurs. It's crazy.
No, just so you can hear it better.
Exactly. You're gonna hear better sounding while getting slurred and insulted and everything else as a casual Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
But that is Activision. Waluigi mic not on.
Oh Lord. Here we go again.
Oh boy. Well, let me put it back on you.
Oh Lord. What is going on now?
Oh great. It's not.
Okay, good. I can repeat myself again. While we're having adjustments.
That is so weird.
Because I was just working a split second ago. I wonder if it's that switch specifically. Unless
Talk?
Hello? Testing. Testing. Testing.
Like I see it moving up. Like I see mine's move up. I see mine's moving up like usual, but I don't see.
I wonder if there's any more cords I can quickly grab in the meantime.
Yeah, they're underneath the table. Check on your left or right side.
I found Verde. Haha. Let's see how this goes.
All right, you're good.
Okay, good. Now I can repeat everything I said. You
Yeah,
know what's
go
more fucked? You know what's fucked up? The deaf won't even hear this, and they're just going to spend $20. But in all seriousness, you're really spending $20 casually. Doesn't matter the quality of your headphones. They could be ass, they could be cheap, $5. They could be wireless headphones, there could be AirPods. But you're spending an extra $20 just so you can get spatial awareness that comes in most games for free. Next thing you know, they're going to be charging for accessibility, which is going to be extremely more fucked up. But wow, I am so glad I can talk louder because this just pisses me off even more. Just reading, you can buy it for either Steam or just for your whole Battle.net for $20 for a lifetime. Thank you, Sensei Raphael, you're the GOAT. But they're just stooping like really, really low on this one. And I've been seeing more gameplay of it, and the game does not look good. I saw the zombies, how you have a third person. And a third-person quality just looks like a generic Call of Duty game, like a third-person Warzone.
I mean, it is. I mean, it is Call of Duty.
And they're trying to up it up a notch by staying at the same level this whole time. This is why I hate Activision with a burning level. But this is like, for people who lack hearing and can't afford a headset, I still won't understand why you would pay $20 for this. If you do, I'm so sorry. You just wasted $20 and $60 in a whole game.
Honestly, yeah, and I have to agree on that because, well, it's not $60, it's $70 now.
I'm sorry, you're paying nearly $100, which is for a better quality headset.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah. So, just so you can hear things a lot better and more balance and the 3D spatial awareness.
That sounds like you're not even paying for the movie at this point to hear. You're paying extra to hear the sound.
It's ridiculous.
Like, you remember when you were just going to the movie theaters and you have IMAX quality and you're spending that extra few bucks and you understand that? This is not that type of quality.
No, it's not.
It's ass.
And even when you look at the comments, like for those that are watching on either platform except Twitch, I did put the links to everything that we're going to talk about in the description. So by all means, check them out. So that way you guys can actually see the links of everything that we're going to be discussing.
Oh my God, these comments are really funny.
But yeah, the comments in this Twitter thread, it is just hilarious. Like the one that I'm looking at is like, I have Adobe Atmos and play with normal settings works fine. Don't get fooled. I agree.
I saw the one that's like, so if I get 3D headphones with a 3D enhanced mode on, do I hear in 6D? You get a 30-day free pass on it. From what I've done, it does not even make a difference. Holy shit, this is funny. It's like people listen to music while playing Call of Duty because it's like not a little sweat. Like, I like how honest these people are. It's like, hey, I listen to music. Why would I want enhanced gaming when I'm just hearing my own music to drown it?
Yeah. But you know what's the worst part about all this?
Go on, bro.
Is the fact that you're going to have your content creators, your Call of Duty elite players, they're gonna buy into this and they're going to sell it to the casual players and be like, hey,
TikTok's known for that.
Yeah, especially on TikTok as well. You're gonna see a lot of content from these content creators promoting this. Be like, hey, if you want the next edge in Call of Duty, you got to get the personalized profile. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, please do not buy into that because they're either being bought and paid for by Activision. That's one. They're shilling for them. That's two. So that way they can be bought and paid for by them. Or they're just wanting the traffic because that's going to be the one thing that most content creators are going to go for is trying to get that traffic of more people getting into this and whatnot. And like what we discussed earlier is the fact that we don't see a benefit to this, but this is something new that is going to be implemented in Call of Duty Black Ops 6. And
I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're going to see.
I don't even want to touch this game.
I think when you have your audio files, your people who are like they are crazy about the audio of anything.
Oh yeah,
they're going to test and find see the difference or whatnot.
I love how offensive audiophile sounds, but it's real. Like people who love the tune quality from listening to the smallest bit of treble and bass. Mm-hmm. That's just a funny name to call it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
but they're gonna tune in and be like, oh, I hear a difference or whatnot.
And it's just
and your typical casual Call of Duty gamer, they're gonna be like,
what's the psych word I'm looking at? They're trying to do a placebo effect.
Yeah.
They're trying to fool everybody. It's like, oh, hey, $20. They're not going to get anything out of it but more views.
Yeah.
They're not getting real benefits like, oh, hey, you can use this code so it's at least $10, $15. No, we're not even doing that.
So instead of fixing the game's audio problems and issues, hey, let's just sell it to you.
And let the servers kill themselves. Again. Because COD's known for all those cheating servers and all those hacked places.
Oh, yeah.
I can't forget my Black Ops 2 days. I went back like a few years later. I randomly got all these achievements I'd never done. You can't sue me anymore.
Oh, no.
My goodness.
Alrighty. Our next topic, and this is an interesting one. Let me pull up the screen.
Thanks, Kevin.
Our next topic is Ubisoft has disbanded the team behind Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
What?
Game did not reach expectations and sequel was refused.
That's... Wow. Prince of Persia. We were talking about this the other week. On like how much potential you have to bring it back. Or
Well, they did bring back Prince of Persia, but they brought back I would say one that just wasn't promoted or advertised or marketed heavy.
It wasn't.
And I believe I haven't seen gameplay of it, but I think some people were saying that it was like a 2D side scroller.
Yes, I have heard about it briefly. Like I've seen the trailer myself, and they hyped it up in the Game Awards last year, but for less than like 2 minutes, or like a minute trailer debut and such of him sliding to get into a sword fight.
Let me look at the gameplay.
Like I'm looking at it too just to make sure. Oh wow, so like a 34-minute view. Oh no, sorry, I'm listening to the whole French video and why I got banned. But anyways,
I'll pull it up on YouTube, y'all.
I'm sorry, why I got disbanded. But oh my lord,
I'm gonna have the audio muted, so let me put it on theater mode.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching through the stream because I can see it in the corner. Like, I love how Ubisoft does dope work from this. Man, we're like the reaction vids all over.
This is the reveal gameplay trailer, so
it doesn't look bad. Like, it looks convincing.
I mean, I did see it, but the thing that I just did
I don't remember it.
The one thing that really turned me off. Hold on, I'm gonna go back to it. I just saw it briefly. Hold on.
Are you talking about the haircut?
Yes. Bro.
The Killmonger cut.
Literally, like.
Oh my god, I was waiting for you to say this.
Who okayed this?
It's like roast
Who
game.
okayed this? Seriously.
Oh my god.
This is the Prince of Persia. This is someone of
Egyptian descent or
Persian, like
they're gonna say African descent of that sort as an excuse or an alibi.
But Persian people exist, though.
Yes, I know. They're gonna have that excuse. You know this.
So what the hell is this,
bro? You know they're gonna have this excuse. I can say that.
How is this anything Persian related?
Oh my god, the Killmonger cut is real.
I hate this cut so much.
We see it because low taper fades weren't even made around that time. Low taper. Like the haircut's nice, but still, you see it in so many games.
Oh my god! It's like
we
have a black character in this game, so you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna give him the Killmonger cut because it's hip. Like, bro, listen. I have never.
We talked about this a few episodes back. Like they even gave.
I have never seen another black person through conventions or outside of conventions or FGC majors
with the Killmonger cut.
With this cut, it's usually guys that have either my cut, which is brush cut, dreads, braids,
afros,
or an afro. That is it.
Literally.
That is it.
Even Latinos can't even rock that. Like, I'm looking at other people having to cut, but it just looks, it can't be styled. Some people can pull it off.
I hate this cut so much.
Oh my gosh. I respect the people that can pull it off and do it, but when you put it in so many games and films and such,
it gets so tiring.
It is. It really does. Like, they even gave Miles Morales from Spider-Man Miles Morales. We talked about this.
Yes.
Vendor's DJ from Street Fighter 6, how they had a new outfit. Like, it looks so cool, but then the Killmonger cut. Then they have Echo from 2XKO or League of Legends. They gave him that cut too. It doesn't stop. The cycle does not end. Diversity is what's needed for characters to get more attention. Would you agree? It's just so unseasoned. Like, the gameplay.
It just feels so forced, and
it is,
and I hate that. I seriously hate that. Like, I hate the fact that the term DEI or diversity, equity, inclusion. It's just. I'm not a fan of it. I'm sorry, I'm not, because it's forced. You're forcing
it literally
diversity and inclusion. Like, no, when it's done naturally, it works. But when you force it like this. Like, bro, like...
I think that's the first buzzkill. That's the first red flag in our eyes. Like,
no, that's not the first red flag. Like...
Oh, I know. There's so many. Ubisoft is the first company to say that, but not
I'm just like, dude, I'm not feeling this. And, looking at the gameplay... It just looks... It's a 2D side-scroller.
Wow. Anime Kevin's right. It does look like RuneScape a little bit. But, like...
I'm sorry. I'm not a fan.
Slight anime.
Like, gameplay-wise, like, would I buy this? No.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
I like 3D Prince of Persia more anyways.
Yeah.
I like that freedom.
Yeah. Like, give me that Prince of Persia. Give me Prince of Persia, The Warrior Within, or The Two Thrones. Give me that version.
I'm okay with Sands of Time, too. Like
that, too, yes.
There's a lot you can do with that, but I can understand why they disbanded such a game like that with not even... The Killmonger cut was, like, one of the, like... tip of the icebergs, or like that like last straw. But it just looks so average. And what, I think the game was on Nintendo Switch.
No, it was on everything.
Oh, that's even worse.
And it just didn't meet sales expectations. And Ubisoft just be like, you know what, we're just going to disband the team.
They made too many side scrollers in the past. I think we've talked about this before, where Assassin's Creed had like 3 to 4 different side scrollers.
Did they?
They had like a Chinese version, they had a Russian version, and
okay.
There was another one. I could be incorrect. Chat, you can call me out later.
Okay. But yeah, like the game's just not appealing, honestly. And that cut, bro. That cut is just like, no. Because I remember this, and I was like, yeah, this is a no. Oh, Prince of Persia, cool. And no.
So
now that I'm reminded of what the gameplay actually looks like,
and you're just like you get it. What was I gonna say? It's like every Latino character is like from Brazil. Like, you know how many Brazilians have electricity for some reason, and then black people as well? Like, it's ridiculous.
I know.
Like, you have Blanca from Street Fighter, Laura from Street Fighter, you have Static Shock, you have Black Lightning. Like, you have so much diversity in one superpower that's generic. And even Miles Morales with the Killmonger cut. There's no winning.
No, it's just like, just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
There is no winning, but everyone else can have cool haircuts inside.
Yeah. Must be nice.
Like, Street Fighter laid it out well, except for the Killmonger cut, on the diversity of, like, nationalities and such. But then when you have certain games just like, oh yeah, this person's just straight from Mexico, straight from Cuba. But, like, I think Spider-Man, like, 2 actually laid out, or Spider-Man Miles Morales laid out the Puerto Rican diversity very well. But games like Prince of Persia, it just shows Egypt, gods. What are you going to do about it? It just, that impression did not sit well with me.
It didn't. And
I understand why Ubisoft is disbanding that game.
Yeah, because it's not making any money. It's not appealing to anybody. And honestly, you have to ask yourself, and I would also ask this question to many gamers as well, is if Ubisoft right now were to throw out a new game, would you buy it day one? Would you buy a Ubisoft game day one? And I think most people would be no. I don't think they would buy it.
Back then, it used to be yes. Like, at least 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But now with time moving forward, and now you see how Ubisoft is moving and performing.
Yeah, it's like...
It's questionable now. You're seeing more maybes than yes. They're not even appeasing to the gamers. They're appeasing to the profit.
Yeah.
Man, I just like I love an episode where like fuck Ubisoft. It's a nice feeling.
It's just more bad news for Ubisoft. It's just there's nothing. We're not hearing a lot of positive. They're tanking badly, and honestly, Ubisoft just needs to clean house. Like they need to go back to when y'all was making good money. You need to go back to that. If you have to get rid of all the people that you have and start all over again, and just be like, you know what? We need to go back to this because this was profiting. This was doing well. This was actually doing good with gamers because, like that one comment last episode when former PlayStation CEO was saying that AA gaming is going away, and I said I don't think so.
And we both agreed we did not think so.
No, because the fact that we're now seeing with AA gaming that. We're seeing more creative games, more creative experience.
We're seeing indie games being more like independent, more diverse, more creative.
Yeah, to where they're going back on the basis of fun. Like, are you enjoying this game? Are you having fun with this game? We also want feedback from the players, like how can we make this game a lot better? What can we do to improve the game so that way we can improve on the experience of it, so that way we can keep the game alive for more years down the road. And if there's a sequel planned later down the line, then people are going to be excited for it, and they're going to be ready to buy it day one. That's why games like Elden Ring sells. That's why games like
even simple games that are linear like Doom or like games that Bethesda's made.
Yeah.
Like they even updated Fallout. Like take notes, game companies. Like you can bring back your older games and revamp them a little bit and people will still eat it up.
Or at the very least, reboot the entire game series, start from a new fresh paint or a new fresh story perspective and just tell a new story going in a different direction, so that way you can still keep the series alive that people are very familiar with.
I can agree with that.
Rather than just remaster everything and it's just the same thing. You have the same experiences, but it's just overall better graphics and better.
So I'm reading a comment from Pico on YouTube, and it's like I forgot we mentioned this. It's like pretty much Ubisoft. Let's not forget they said get comfortable not owning your games. I forgot we talked about that bill.
I remember that comment.
That California bill. Oh man, it's good to bring back. Thank you for that reminder.
Shout out, appreciate that, Pico. Yeah, like I remember one of the Ubisoft's executives were saying that hey, get comfortable not owning your own games.
And we're talking about renting with extra steps.
And gamers are like, all right, bet we're gonna get comfortable not owning your games. I remember this.
That was funny.
And it's like,
it's rough.
And Sensei Raphael is saying it's all about the shareholders now.
Oh,
They
man.
destroyed the potential of Assassin's Creed. Yeah.
I agree. Like after, I would say Revelations, that's when things got rocky. Or after Desmond Miles dies. Spoiler. I mean, it's a 15-year spoiler, so that's on you.
Yeah. So, another dev team being destroyed.
Yeah.
Sucks, but
it's going to be a life
cycle. At the same time, it's like people were wanting a new Prince of Persia game, but not to the levels of a side scroller. Like, if you're going to do a Prince of Persia game, go back to the old roots.
Yeah, you have to like go back to your roots as best as you can.
Go back to your old roots for the people that grew up on it, so that way they can experience it again, but on a new experience. Like I would love, as I said, I would love to have another Warrior Within or the Two Thrones. If they were to remaster it, I probably would scoop it up.
I would even take a Rayman game from Ubisoft. Something classic, something iconic. Like, what was your old favorite Ubisoft games, Chad, if you have any? I'm kind of curious to see if anybody like remembers certain games that we might have missed. Because Assassin's Creed were one of the biggest highlights. Mm-hmm. And then it started shifting to a bunch of other games.
Right.
There's so much diversity going on. And then it just like stood very linear, pinpoint, Assassin's Creed 1 year, for the next year, and so forth. And then, hey, we got something niche for you. That's going to suck.
Yeah.
That's just like the thoughts that are running in my head right now when it comes to Ubisoft. Ubisoft is like Assassin's Creed as their personality.
Yeah. Pico says Ubisoft also shut down the Crew 1 to the point players can't even
Oh, I
play
forgot about that.
I remember that.
I forgot about that game.
Yeah, I remember how pissed people were that wanted to play the Crew. I remember my boys, they played the Crew as well, and the whole game was just always online.
The Crew is that basketball game, right?
No, it's a racing game.
Oh shit, even better.
I remember this. I remember this so well.
Wow, that's a game I completely was off my radar. Man, you ready for the next topic?
Oh yeah, let's get to our next topic, and that is
It looks like
Killzone developer done with series. Guerrilla says of Switch to Horizon, we needed to refresh the palette.
God. Now, here we go again with this.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and read the article for you guys that are watching, and if you're listening as well. As I said, the links to all the topics that we are speaking about today will be in the description. So, Sony developer Guerrilla seems to be done with Killzone instead of now favoring its Horizon series.
That sucks.
According to the art director Roy Postma, Guerrilla's decision to start working on the Horizon series was a conscious choice by the developer, and one which would see it move away from the darker and more violent Killzone games the studio was initially known for. But here's the thing, and this is in my opinion.
I'm listening.
Killzone was the equivalent for PlayStation as the opposite for Xbox with Gears of War.
Oh.
They can both exist because Gears of War is a very dark and gritty and violent game.
Yes.
It's also a shooter as well, but it's a third-person shooter.
Yes.
Killzone, first-person shooter, dark and gritty, and the story was actually pretty good. Like from 1 to 2, good. 3, it was okay, but could be better. And then Shadowfall, it was just forgettable.
That was like one of her dying games.
Yeah. So with that, Killzone definitely was like that. It was the darker version. It was a darker shooter, and it was good for the people that were into the Killzone series. I had one of my friends that I shared a room with when I was on deployment in Afghanistan. Yes, I also served in the military as well. So I'm gonna give y'all some lore. So
this is for new viewers.
Yes, this is for the new viewers. So y'all sit back and listen to this story. So. For me, when it came to Killzone, I enjoyed it for what it is and whatnot. But my roommate at the time, I'm not gonna say his name or whatnot. But I'm definitely gonna send this to him or whatnot. I'm definitely gonna send him this part. But he would talk about Killzone and whatnot, and what he would love to see what they would do with Killzone, especially Killzone Shadowfall, because he bought all the Killzone games. He's played all of the Killzone games, through and through, 100% completed them. And he would break down, why he liked 2 over 3, or what were some things 3 did a little bit better than 2 and whatnot. He also enjoyed the story as well because it was a very, dark and serious game. And the world of Killzone was just, very dark and gritty. There was also some politics in there as well, to where it didn't reflect our politics of today, but it was just, it had its own, and you can immerse yourself in that world. So because you're trying to figure out who are really the good guys. Is it the Hellgas? Because the Hellgas are just portrayed as the bad guys, the antagonists, faction or whatnot, and they're very militaristic. You can also make them akin to World War II, Nazi Germany or whatnot, because you'll definitely get that vibe when you play the game. And I remember he was just breaking it all down to me or whatnot, and that made me even more appreciative of Killzone. And when Shadowfall came out, he played the hell out of the game, and he said story-wise, bro, they could have done a lot better with the story. I see where they were going with it, but they could have done, a little bit better with it and whatnot. I did not like the direction after 3 to Shadowfall, but there were some things that they could have done, unique to expand upon the story of Killzone Shadowfall. So that's the lore of how I became more of a fan of Killzone. As I was with my roommate when we was on when we was deployed to Afghanistan or whatnot. And funny enough, like before, like I knew of him, but I did not know that he was a gamer like that, like I was. And throughout our deployment and whatnot, we would just be talking about games and whatnot. And yeah, that's how that came to be. So I know you're gonna watch this, and I'm gonna send this to you. So hopefully you're doing all well, bro.
Oh, that's sweet. Shouts out to the guy.
But yeah, like I can definitely see why Guerrilla Games decided to be like, okay, we're gonna be done with Killzone because they Killzone Shadowfall did sell well because it was a PS4 launch game. And after that, they did a little bit of DLC, and that was it. They just went completely dark. And then, boom, the next Guerrilla game they were teasing was an open world action game. It's not Killzone, but that's where Horizon Zero Dawn came about.
Yep. I was just like looking at I was doing my research on Guerrilla Games again. But yeah, there's like 4 different versions of Horizon Zero Dawn, or Horizon Forbidden West, Horizon Call of the Mountain. And then there's Death Stranding as well, Death Stranding 2. Or
wait, no.
Death Stranding is, oh god, I thought that was made by them. Yeah, I thought they were a part of it for some reason. That's what I was trying to Google. Thank you for calling me out on that one. But I'm shocked, actually. Horizon being more of a killing, and I think their next project is trying to make a multiplayer for Horizon.
Yeah, I can definitely see Guerrilla. I see Guerrilla going in the direction of just continue to keep pushing Horizon and continue to keep expanding that game's world and universe. But for me and many other Killzone fans, it sucks that we're never gonna get another Killzone game.
Oh, that's
because
unfortunate.
After Shadowfall, and as I said, it did sell well because it was a PS4 launch game at what. Oh, I'm about to say, because it seemed like the internet went out, but okay, we're back.
Oh, swag.
Yeah, so, yeah. Because I see the Twitch chat just be like, all right, we're welcome back. Let me make sure we're good on everything else, y'all.
As it's still recording, we can just like mention.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, we're still recording on everything, so we're good. But
yeah, I love how there's so many versions of Horizon Dawn. There's even the Lego version.
Yeah.
They're really outbranding it. I mean, at least it's not like The Last of Us, where they only have 2 games and multiple versions. And
oh my god!
I just love insulting Naughty Dog.
Listen, it's bound to happen. So even with Horizon Zero Dawn, they made a remastered version, even though it's on the PS4. Hey, we have a remastered version coming for the PS5, and it's like, why? The PS4 version works.
But yeah, I didn't realize there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versions of Killzone. Then you have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 versions. You have 3 versions of Horizon. Then you have the Lego version. And then you have Shell Shock from 04, which is nuts. Then I'm looking at all the projects shown for the Guerrilla Collective, and they have over 20 different games being made by next year and within the span of 2 years. That's incredible. I respect that.
But it's not going to be another Killzone game.
No, it's not going to be that type of quality, unfortunately.
Which is unfortunate. But going back to the article, the developer now has its focus on the Horizon series, which began with Zero Dawn back in 2017. I think the themes that this story and the characters represent are relatable for all ages. That's the thing they're going for. They want it to be relatable to all ages. They want it to appeal to a lot of people versus a
demographic.
A unique demographic of people that likes the more gritty, dark games.
They like darker stories, or they
more mature games and whatnot.
Rated M for mature.
Yeah, I think the themes that this story and the characters represent are relatable for all ages. People like having found family or friends and finding your place in the world. The developer continued.
That sounds so corny. I'm sorry.
Guerrilla is now gearing up for the release of the next Horizon game, Lego Horizon Adventures, which is being made in collaboration with Britain-based studio Gobo. This bricky take on Aloy's story is described as a playful and lighthearted take on Guerrilla's franchise. We came from making smaller games and games for children, said Tono Gonzalez, lead game designer at Studio Gobo. When discussing the upcoming release, this was a game change for Guerrilla in a lot of ways, with Postma furthering adding making people laugh when they play the game that was new for us. I recently went on with Lego Horizon Adventures and had a lot of fun exploring the world in its new block form. Yes, it's still a kid's game at its heart, but as a Horizon fan, it's one I can feel much better about when it comes to introducing my own children to Aloy's world, which now
Includes hot dogs.
also includes hot dogs. I wrote in Eurogamer. So
They're focused on the family-friendly path.
yeah.
I mean, not many people can do that path and stick around with it, but it can last for some time.
Yeah.
They're going from M to mature for E for everyone, T for teen. I mean, I'm not going to say that's a bad thing because it's always good to get a diversity group of gamers or from a younger generation.
Right.
Unless you're in the 2000s, you played M for mature games since day one. That's a whole different spiel.
Yeah.
But it's something.
Yeah.
It's a unique change that you don't see in many game developing companies.
Yeah, and I could look at Horizon as PlayStation's very own Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
In a way. So like, hey, we have our own, Legend of Zelda game.
It's an RPG.
Yeah.
It's a literal RPG, and no one can deny that.
Yeah, it's a Horizon Zero series or whatnot, and it appeals to all ages. Everyone can play it. And there's a lot to do. There's foraging, attacking, all that other stuff or whatnot, boss battles.
Yeah.
So, and there's adventure in it as whatnot. So you can have fun with the Horizon Zero games. I've played them both. I definitely prefer the first one over the second one.
I have yet to play it, and I have a PS5, for Christ's sakes. Nah, it's here anyways, but that's not important.
Don't worry. The Horizon games are going to come to PC, so.
I figured that or it's just going to be like a big-ass trilogy where you can just buy all of them at once. Or however many number of it is. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong later.
Yeah,
it's just a big-ass Horizon.
Yeah.
Anyways. You ready for the next one?
Yeah, let's go for our next topic.
So this is a weird one, but Sakurai teases his next game he's been working on.
Yeah.
Knowing Sakurai, he's not going to tell us shit until like 3 years later on a random day. But wow. He's like, he wrote the proposal for it at light speed after Smash Bros. Ultimate wrapped up. And I know this man trolls every single time. Like, he won't tease a character. He won't explain anything. He just presents it. And that's a great way to tell a game. He's like the Japanese Ed Boon. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
So for those who don't know what I mean by that is Ed Boon, the guy who created Mortal Kombat, he would always joke or tease about a certain character. And then it'll just be 360 degrees. It'll be something completely different. You heard a chainsaw. You thought it was going to be Ash Williams. No, you were wrong. Then you hear Spawn. Then you hear other rumors and such. But then you see Ed Boon showing up to these events just like, hey, I'd like to thank the people, this. And people think he's trolling. Like, there's going to be a new Mortal Kombat announced. I think he would have lasted another year until we talked about earlier, shareholders. If it wasn't for shareholders, I think Ed Boon would have just teased MK1 for another 2-3 years. And a lot of people would be on that copium.
Yeah.
And just seeing Sakurai have another potential platformer game that's obviously going to be a smash, I wonder what collaborations we're going to see that are out there.
Yeah.
There's way too many.
Yeah. With news like this, the only thing I could speculate is, it could be another Smash game or it could be another, platform game. It could be another Kirby game. It could be something unique.
But Sakurai, out of all people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the man that's known for Smash for so many years. It's probably going to be for the Switch 2.
Yeah, it's going to most likely be for the next Nintendo console, which is hopefully rumored to come out by next year. We don't know. But
nobody knows.
But when it comes to Nintendo, they never,
They'll show games releasing their trailers and everything, but their consoles, they won't say anything.
They are very tight-lipped.
Unless they say Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
That's the only
which most likely will be a Nintendo Direct, or my guess, maybe they'll probably reveal it at the Game Awards where it's on. You have a big stage.
I'm gonna doubt it.
You're gonna doubt it?
100% doubting it. They're not gonna say anything until next year, halfway through the summer. That's my bet.
Fair enough.
Mainly because the summer games will be announced and everything else goes well with that, with the console itself. I could be incorrect. If I am, it's good to hear that another console is gonna be made. If I'm right. Ha, you can suck me, Nintendo. But it's not. It's impossible to see what games are going to be like what Sakurai is referring to, because it can be like an actual competitive Smash game. I'm not. Well, yeah, I did Smash players.
As I said, but like it could be that. It could be that because usually whenever there's a new Nintendo console, there's always going to be another Smash game that's going to follow up right with it. N64, you had Smash Bros. With the GameCube, you had Smash Melee. The Wii Brawl, Wii U, Smash Smash Bros. Wii U.
Dude, you even have the 3DS version.
You also had the 3DS version as well. Yep, I remember that. And then with the Switch, you had Smash Ultimate. So what would be the next Smash game?
I just don't know how high you can go after Ultimate.
Yeah.
Infinite.
That or you reboot the entire series.
Oh my god. I'm not ready for that.
We could see that. We could see a reboot of the Smash with the Smash Bros universe, because you have to think about it. How are you going to outdo Ultimate? Because
Ultimate
not only you have this huge roster of characters, but you also have all these licenses.
You have a stack of licenses.
Yeah.
Like, even though we disrespect Smash players and certain things, you got to respect the game on how many licenses and IPs that they're sharing with a single Nintendo game.
So I would say to play safe on Nintendo's part.
They're not saying anything.
They're not going to say anything, and I would also say that if they are going to do another Smash game, it would be best to reboot it.
Agreed.
It would be best to reboot it.
I can actually agree with that. My goodness.
But time will tell is all I can say. Time will definitely tell on this, but it's interesting that take it at face value. It could be, as many people are speculating when you read the tweet, that it could be another Smash game. It could be
a actual fighting game on Nintendo if it isn't Mortal Kombat 1.
It could be another Kirby game as I'm scrolling down. Kirby Air Ride 2 multi-plat with crossplay. Could be that. Air Ride 2.
Oh my gosh.
Kid Icarus Uprising. It could be that.
Another Battletoads.
But even when you look at this thread, most people are saying Smash. It could be another Smash game.
Most likely from the way it sounds.
Yeah.
If it's Sakurai, it sounds like Smash.
Yeah.
It's Nintendo doing Nintendo things, and that's what scares a lot of people, because nobody can predict what Nintendo does half the time. It could be another Fire Emblem. It could be something related to Pokemon. It could be like so many ridiculous IPs, but most likely we all lean towards Smash.
Yeah.
Like if you ask anyone, Sakurai is up to something. They're not going to say another Kirby game. We're going to straight up say Smash.
Yeah.
And we're just going to see Hopium. For those that don't know what the Hopium is, it's a lot of copium, but you have a lot of faith in one game, even though it may not happen. Your expectations are extremely high, and many just die out. But holy smokes, I kind of want to see the tweets of everyone bitching about Sakurai again.
It's bound to happen.
It is.
It happens with every new game.
It's a cycle.
Especially with fighting games where it's like, hey, new fighting game happens. Some BS happens. Blame the developers.
Go back to the old one.
The developers makes a new balance patch or whatnot. Gamers happy again. Then gamers complain.
And then they go back to the old game. And then they go back to complaining again. They're like, oh, maybe we can give this one a new shot after an update. It's actually a great game.
Yeah.
It's an endless cycle.
It is.
Oh my god, it's a headache.
Oh, yeah.
We love gamers, but they're fucking headaches too.
Oh yeah.
You ready for the next one? This looks like a very creative topic. I will say this.
And this would be our last topic.
And I want chat interactive on this if you can. If not, that's okay.
Yes, if for everyone that's watching in the chat, we would love to have your input.
This is your part.
In your take on this. So,
this is 110% your part.
So here's our last topic, and that is games aren't good nowadays. So I'm just gonna click on this image.
So we've always asked this to our guest what are your current thoughts on gaming? This is a rare time we're asking the chat, what are your thoughts on gaming nowadays?
Yeah.
And this is very, it can be as honest as you want. You can lie to us, but we want to hear your thoughts and opinions, because we both have our answers. We both have our examples, diversities, and we've seen a lot of gamers that have post nonsense from Twitter to TikTok to Instagram to even YouTube with spewing out garbage or pure honesty.
Yeah.
Everyone has a right to their opinions. And with all these games coming out, it can be overwhelming. Some people stick to their like same game that they've played for the rest of their lives, or some like expand, broaden their horizons, and say, "Yeah, this game is I've actually played it." I like the people that can talk their shit. They're like, "Yeah, I've played this. I can tell you all about it and why I don't like it."
For me, when I saw this, I was like, this is a good topic, a good discussion to have, because the argument that games aren't good nowadays, I would say it's it's subjective, because people have very different, unique tastes when it comes to gaming. I would argue that there are gamers that are very stuck in their old ways of when it comes to gaming.
Oh yeah, the meme also shows born in the 90s.
Yeah.
I love that.
Like, you have gamers that are stuck in their old ways, and they don't want to try out new genres of games. They don't want to try out new games that will give them a different, unique experience. You can ask most casual gamers, 9 times out of 10, they're most likely playing usually the free-to-play games like your Fortnite, your Call of Duty Warzone, what's another?
Apex Legends.
Apex Legends.
I'm sorry to call y'all out.
Like,
Vendors gotcha games too, but
no. I'm not even including them.
Okay,
I'm just talking about your average console gamer.
Okay.
They're playing either one of these free to play games. That's one that's on their console. Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah, we love
Call
those
of Duty. They buy every Call of Duty.
2K.
2K, yes. Madden, yes.
Then you even have the people that play like soccer and shit.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Because, you got to have a fighting game to play.
You at least have to have one, or you have to play one in your past that made you not want to play it.
Either one or two fighting games.
Agreed.
And I also think Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is now added to the mix to where
it is.
It's another fighting game that people can, sit, play casually and just have fun, not take it competitively serious. So I would say those gamers, they're more likely stuck in their old ways, because those are the only games that they're going to play, and that's it. They bought the console, whether it's a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X or S. They bought it just to play those games, and they don't play nothing else. And then they'll come up with the argument that, well, gaming isn't good nowadays, but they don't explore out of their comfort zone to try to play other games, because you can give them like a JRPG game, they'll play and be like, I ain't feeling this game.
It's like
and then they'll say like, the game's boring, I don't like it.
It's like the characters
the game is too long to get into before it gets good. It's the same with people who complain about anime, like, this anime too long to get into or whatnot, but it's just like...
One Piece fans that aren't One Piece fans. I'm calling all y'all motherfuckers out. The people who skip Skypiea don't even deserve to have an opinion. Anyways, but yeah, it's the same exact thing. Like, they'll look at a game, I say at least look at a little bit of gameplay or someone else playing it to see if you want to give it a shot.
Yeah.
If you watch someone play the gameplay and say you played it, you're ass. That's just rude.
That, or as I said on last episode, if there's a demo, play the demo of the game. Play the demo of the game to see if you actually like the game, if the game actually piques your interest. And if you're having a good time, then by all means, go for it. Buy the full game, play it, and enjoy it. But when you look at this, when you look at the
meme,
the images of this photo,
it's showing every like really popular game that's came out with less than what 3 to 4. No,
I would say
Doom Eternal is from 2019. Yeah, Doom Eternal was released during the pandemic.
Okay.
It was during pandemic. That's the oldest of these games, along with Like a Dragon.
Okay.
But no, Infinite Wealth came out earlier. But yeah, that's the earliest, and then everything else is latest.
Yeah, so I'm looking at these games like Baldur's Gate 3, phenomenal game. It won Game of the Year, last year or the year before?
Year before.
Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Phenomenal game.
Tears of the Fallen Kingdom, Persona 3 Reloaded.
I got that wrong. Okay.
Then you have the new Final Fantasy.
Which was meh.
I mean, I didn't play it, so I can't say shit.
I don't blame you.
Then you have the Yakuza Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, but I've heard good things about the games.
Yeah.
There's a lot of story, even though it's the same few characters. They're in different situations.
Yeah.
Then there's Xenoblade. They have 2 Switch games. And Super Mario Bros. Oh my God, why did they add Super Mario Bros. Wonder?
I know.
I mean, they had to add another Nintendo game for diversity. I get it. But Jesus, out of all the games.
But yeah, like, to say that games aren't good nowadays, as I said before, it's just coming from the people that do not diversify their gaming experience,
Yes.
or their gaming catalog, to where they only just play this specific type of game for the entire year. They don't play
Or their
nothing
lives,
else.
or their whole entire lives.
Exactly.
We've seen people that, there are people that stay with their PlayStation 1 that they got since they were a kid, or their PS2 or their PS3, or the same computer.
Well, I would say those are the minority.
Those are the minorities you don't really see much, but you do hear about them once every while. Like
I would say very, very rare.
Like, you remember that one guy who was all obsessed with Pac-Man? Anyways, never mind. Niche story, but not important. But you see, like, different types of people that will stay, like, League of Legends players.
Yes.
No, actually, there's disrespect.
Overwatch players.
Bingo. A lot of people are now pissed off at Overwatch because they now have 6v6, which was introduced in Overwatch 1, which pretty much means Overwatch 1 is now Overwatch 2, or Overwatch 2 is now Overwatch 1, is what I mean to say. As in...
It's Overwatch 1.5.
Yeah, that pissed off a lot of people. And... Holy shit.
They made it free to play, so I
Yeah.
mean, it was the right move, but
Committed League players are what I'm talking about. Like, the people who play ranked all day with no profit, no sponsorship, not even streaming, and will still come off pissed off, like saying League is one of my best games. Those people who don't go outside.
Yeah.
Or even people that get pissed off in casual mode.
Yeah. But it baffles me that the people who make these arguments are usually the same ones that, as I said before, they typically play the same game over and over again. They play, and they don't explore out of their genre.
They might not even 100% the game or get most of the achievements. They might
They'll play for a good amount of time, and then they'll be like, I'll drop it. It's just not my cup of tea or whatnot.
Oh, that's
It's
true.
like,
We are
bro,
talking about sore losers.
and it's like, bro, you have to stick it out. Like,
Yeah.
I have a few of my friends. I remember when we were playing Monster Hunter World on the PS4, and since it had co-op, you could play co-op with your friends and whatnot. So myself and all three of them, we would just have a good time or whatnot. But they kept getting their ass kicked by one of the monsters. I believe it was the Anjanath. It was like a T-Rex type of monster, and we would get our asses handed to us or whatnot, and then they completely stopped playing the game. Except me. I continue to play it to the point where it's like, oh, okay, I can beat this monster by myself. Because
you are the game. You are the monster hunter.
Yeah. So, because I ended up playing the game a lot longer. I ended up getting better
Yes,
gear.
I do.
I ended up fighting more monsters to the point where I completely finished the game. I was like, man, I really enjoyed this game. And now I want to experiment using different weapons in Monster Hunter World. And then, of course, the DLC came out. I played the hell out of that, beat the hell out of that as well. Not completely, but
at least enough to where
enough to the point where it's just like
you felt like there's completion and you can try other shit.
Yeah, and I have I would say up to 300 hours into that game.
Okay, that's not as bad. I have like more hours in Guilty Gear and Street Fighter, but that's another story.
But when I then I was showing one of my friends some of the armor that I got, which my favorite one is the Safi Jiva armor, because when you arm yourself, the armor actually activates.
What?
And it glows or whatnot. It's like a transformation. It was so dope.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah. For those that don't know, I'm gonna pull it up on
That is the weirdest thing to spell. But it looks like an Iron Man armor, but with extra steps. What the hell? I love that you now have this feature. Like, that armor goes hard. What? They have a game like... What the fuck?
Yeah.
It glows.
Yeah.
What?
That's the armor that I have. Well, I'm gonna go back to the beginning.
That's...
all weapons have this effect.
What?
And I would grind the hell out of this monster just so I can get different pieces of armor, different pieces, so that way I can craft the weapons that I want. Yeah, when I say, that's why I be telling people, listen, when the new Monster Hunter game comes out, I'm out.
So, back on the topic of games are good nowadays, the funniest thing is I got into Dungeons & Dragons recently because some of my friends play Baldur's Gate. It's kind of like an ass-backward situation for at least one or two of them. I could be incorrect, but they've done D&D, they wanted to be dungeon masters, but it introduced us to different types of gaming. And the same thing with trading card games. Like, some people stick to the same game until they die.
Yeah.
Like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, One Piece is now one of those games where it's running for almost 2 years now. They're on the 10th installment and such. But like, you see people strictly into their game, mastering their craft and such. I personally can't do that. I have to cycle through games to keep my sanity. Because I can play so much fighting games where I get sick and tired, or I can go to so many locals and get so exhausted. And even competing. I've been competing for almost... How long have we been friends for? 5 years? So 3 years, I'd say. I've been competing for 3 years straight, and I have to cycle through my games just so I can at least, one, have more motivation. Instead of mastering many, I'd rather have fun with what I do.
Yeah.
Like Guilty Gear Strive, I don't even like the game, but I play it anyways. But you see a lot of people sticking to the same game, not even trying to explore their options. Or at least help their mental out. I say switching a game or a new genre, it helps your mental.
Yeah.
As a competitor and as a person.
Yeah.
Like, if you play dark, gruesome games, you might just have a bad attitude sometime over time. But that could be with some people.
Yeah, like, I would definitely recommend gamers to play different genres.
What's the word I'm looking for? Branching out their options.
Yeah, branch out your options. Try different games and just play it for a while. See if you like it. See if it appeals to you. Because I can guarantee you that most genres have a game that's going to appeal to you.
That's going to speak your language.
Yeah, that's going to be like, you know what, this game does not appeal to me. I'm good. I'm okay with this. Like, for me, racing games. Not every racing game is bad. It's just most of them don't appeal to me, but there's just certain ones where just like, I am definitely playing that one. I will play the hell out of this one because I enjoy this one, even though it's a racing game.
I started getting into puzzles.
I don't play a lot of racing game genre. I don't play the genre a lot, but there are specific racing games that I always like, yeah, I'll boot it up and play it. Let's go.
Oh, man. Fortnite players are another subject. No, I'm kidding. But sorry, I just saw a comment from Maggie late. I just see Fortnite and I just start cracking up because that game itself became a whole different game. I respect it. The only time I can say I respect Epic Games within like the past and present.
Right. But before we continue, I do want to read the chat as well.
Oh yeah, because, Wednesday Leaks is one of my homies.
Current thoughts on gaming: there's too many games to choose from. Time is very, very small in capacity. You can't play all the games. You have to selectively choose the ones you wish to play. I always try to find a forever game. Yeah, like a legacy game that you would personally say. I respect that opinion. I like that honesty. And Pico says, I definitely agree with that. For example, I don't play strategy games, but I play XCOM. That's true. Like, we're just catching up, and Wednesday knows that I'm actually a card game player for One Piece. And with my deck being Doflamingo, which Anime Kevin called me out. I love the One Piece community. They're fucking cool. But with all these games, you have many options. You have diversity. I say gaming is great. Like, there's still more options back then. Yeah, gaming. Yeah, like we talked about in earlier episodes that gaming is in a good space right now. It's wide. Yeah, granted, I would say the more popular AAA games, you're getting a lot of bloatware. You're getting less quality. Yeah, you're getting less quality with them because I would say most of the PlayStation games are remasters and remakes, and they're just telling you the same stories that you played on previous consoles. Wait, Silver, I just realized something. What's up? It's like a bag of chips. You know how much air is in a bag of chips to make it filling? Yeah. That's what it pretty much is for a fucking game. Yeah. You get AAA games, yeah. Yeah, for AAA games nowadays. All that air is just space, while the chips is just the content. And sometimes you just get very little or enough to your satisfaction. But you still won't be satisfied until you buy another one. I don't know. That was just a weird analogy I just thought about. Look at this one. 2005 was a monster year in gaming. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, for those, hold on, if I can, let me. I forgot about this. Well, I can't zoom in. But you pretty much see games like God of War 1, Resident Evil 4, Midnight Club. I don't know if I could see that, or let me see. But I'll just say some of the games at least as an example, because sometimes. Well, I just full screen it. Okay, cool. So everyone should be able to see it. if you're watching it. 2005 was a monster year game because look at all these titles.
Holy,
God of War, banger.
The Xbox 360 and the PSP. Holy shoosh.
Yes. You also had Resident Evil 4, which was good. Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. Yo, that's another racing game.
Dude, Soul Calibur 3.
Loved it. Need for Speed Most Wanted. Yes.
Pokemon XD.
Devil May Cry 3. Banger. The Warriors. Banger. Kingdom Hearts 2. Banger.
Conker's Bad
Ultimate
Fur Day.
Spider-Man. Banger.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Tekken 5, banger.
Prince of Persia.
Shadow of the Colossus, banger. Star Wars Battlefront 2, banger.
I just love how they showed the 50 Cent game. I played it when I was a kid.
True Crime, New York City,
Yes.
banger.
Destroy All Humans.
Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory,
holy
banger.
shit.
Prince of Persia, The Two Thrones, absolute banger. SOCOM 3, you already know how much I love SOCOM. Banger.
There's a list going on. Sly 3. I was actually a fan of that
Banger.
game.
Even though I didn't play it, my brother.
Oh, I played that shit.
My brother played all the Sly Cooper games.
Then they have Budokai Tenkaichi. Then they have also the
Yes.
Sagas. Sagas was a good way for people that don't know the story well enough. Mm-hmm. Even though it's very a linear path, you at least have an idea how the game played.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yeah. 2005 was
I forgot there were so many games. That just hit me.
It was necessary to, bro. If you had a PS2, you was eating good.
Shaolin Monks, I forgot about that.
You was eating good if you had a PS2.
Oh shit! This was when the DS was introduced too.
Yep.
This has had Mario Kart, Nintendogs, and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I had a golden retriever in that bitch. I can't forget my cousin just gave it away.
Yeah,
As I sip my tea.
2005 was a monster year for gaming. I do agree. So same thing with 2007, 2009, 2011.
Yeah. So with all these games come with like great iconic moments.
Mm-hmm.
This is what paved for the future. This is almost 20 years from now. We have so much diversity going on that can be literally streamed on PC too.
Yeah.
And if people don't have the game, you can always parsec it too. There's many ways that you can play with your friends, or at least introduce them. Vendors, good old-fashioned emulating. One of my favorite fucking things to do in the world right now. I'm literally emulating on my phone Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I'm actually having fun with this bitch. I never played it as a kid, and then I found out how to. Shout out to Wednesday again for sending me the sauce. This person showed me how to find like emulators for my phone. Like, not just one, but a whole list of emulator sites. Much love. That's the homie right there. But anyway, sail the seven seas. I love this guy. But there are so many bangers.
I'm going to retweet this.
Which one? The 2005 was a monster year in gaming.
He has two owners.
Oh my god, I forgot. Yeah, Tekken 5 was a classic.
Yeah.
Tekken 4 was still one of my favorites just because of the soundtrack, but I still love how they kept some of the stages. Vendor's Guitar Hero, too. I played Guitar Hero where I had the actual guitar and everything else.
Right.
That shit was fun. Like, that was a weird way of gaming, even Tony Hawk as well. The Incredible Hulk was one of those niche games as well. Like, do you remember playing as Bruce Banner trying to sneak around? That shit was a bitch. I had to say it that way because
the Incredible Hulk game that was on a PS2 where you had destruction everywhere. Yes, and it was on a PS2.
Yes, you had open world destruction because Spider-Man was all just about swinging, but no, Hulk's like, fuck that. This is just my shit.
Bro, we had it good back then.
Yes, we did.
We were eating good back then.
I want Nintendo to remake Pokemon XD. That was one of my favorite like random Pokemon niche games on the GameCube. Because of the that was Shadow Claw. I keep forgetting the name. It's gonna kill me later. Call me out later, chat. But then you have Juice was a niche game I didn't get a chance to play. I played Matrix before. This is just like nostalgia in a nutshell. Streets was an entertaining game to watch people playing. But I love those basketball games now back then. That aren't like 2K at all. They're just like completely separate.
Yeah.
Those were good games to watch, even the story modes. FIFA, when it was just simple FIFA. Holy shit. I'm sorry, inner childhood kicking in. But yeah, so that's why we're saying that gaming is great nowadays. It's always been great, but it's just depending on the year, the time, the segment, and what you've had personal experience with.
Yeah.
It's a subjective answer too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said in the beginning, it's subjective.
It's extremely.
Yeah, because there are some good years and there are also some bad years. I would say 2014 was a very bad year for gaming.
It did suck.
And then 2015, it was just like slowly trying to get better.
Then the Switch was introduced, 2 years later, 2017 or 2018?
I would say 2017, the Switch came out.
And that's where things started switching.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
And then 2018, games were getting better. 2019, games were really getting good. Then you had 2020, some good games, and then the pandemic happened and whatnot.
And that changed a lot of things for gaming and PC gaming as well.
Yep.
Because you've never seen a thriving amount of people just stay at home, like realizing, wow, I can just build a computer or buy one.
Yeah.
And then same thing with consoles, where everything changed to streaming. This is when like our podcast began. Literally, is when streaming started kicking in more seriously. Can we take a moment to register that, chat?
Yeah.
A lot of shit happened within 2020, and then so forth. Puts a tear down my eye. Like we were talking about the PS5 on how it was hard to find, and an Xbox Series X was easier.
Yeah.
And now everyone can get one. Then a fucking PS6 might be coming soon. I need water for this one. The tea is strong. It's wiring me up. I'm way too locked in right now for chat. Send help.
But 2024 has been a good year for gaming. That much
It has.
I will say.
I will agree with that too.
There has been some really good games that came out, and again, if you're one of those gamers that just stick to the same usual games, same usual genre, then you're kind of missing out on some really good gems.
Yeah.
And you owe it to yourself as a gamer to experience these other new games, because when people go back and think about the previous years, the previous console generation years, like the PS2 era, the PS1 era, the N64, Super Nintendo era.
Yeah.
During those times, you were happy to play whatever game that
you got on console.
That you got on your console.
Now, like, almost everything's for console. Like, console and PC. It's universal at this point.
Yeah.
If it's not going to be released on PC, just wait a year. That's the literal truth. Or at least wait a few months until there's, like, a PC port or IP server for it.
Yeah.
Then you're fine. Because no one wants to pay for online subscriptions.
Yeah.
Actually, some people do, like the Final Fantasy 14 people. They're freaky with it, but that's not important right now. I just like throwing jabs at people, jokingly. It's all out of love, folks.
Yeah. And that's what, as I said, when you think back to those years, to those previous generations, whatever game that you got, you played and you enjoyed the hell out of it. If you saw something new that caught your eye, that was like, yo, this looks kind of interesting. Or if the game trailer was really dope and it sold you, then you're just like, yo, I got to get this game because this game looking dope. I got to play it because, it looking something serious. And, you fast forward to now and you hear about a new game and you're just like, this looks I've never heard of it. Let me look it up on YouTube. Let me see some gameplay of it.
And you're like, maybe I can give it a test. Like that's
give it a test.
That's a mindset. That's a common like ideology or inspiration. You got to give yourself the inspiration to play something.
Yeah.
If you don't have the inspiration, you just play and you're like, this is ass. That's how most people get impatient with themselves.
Yeah.
And in general.
Yeah, definitely. And with all this, it does make me miss E3 because
Oh my God.
E3 was our Super Bowl for gamers, because the fact that you're going to see some new games that you've never heard or seen before. You're going to see some trailers of it, and the trailer's going to blow you away. E3 was like a gamer's Super Bowl. That was our big main event.
You know what I realized?
What's up?
We met after E3 2019, the last E3 that was released.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
That's why I was screaming when I wore a cosplay of Gary Carman for Gears of War. We had a Doom guy and other people, and we're like, E3, baby, 2019. And now look at us now. But thank you for watching, Wednesday. Great to see you, homie. Rip E3 and G4 TV. Wait, is G4 done for again?
Yeah, they're done for.
Wow, that was quick.
Yep.
I mean, I remember when people were applying to be on that again. Like, hey, I'm a gamer, do this. It's like, oh, yeah. I don't know what to tell you, but we're dying.
Yeah, like, G4 TV was
what
really...
happened? I forgot. Like,
I would say that one co-host that they had kind of ruined it for everybody.
oh Lord,
Yeah.
that's all I need to hear.
I believe her name was Frost Urine or something. Yeah, she ruined it for everybody, and then they just started tanking and tanking. And not only that, I would say the people that grew up with G4 TV,
It hasn't been the same.
I would say it had its moment during the time it existed. Now with YouTube and different content creators who can literally create interesting and entertaining content better than G4 TV, it's like we kind of don't need y'all anymore.
Oh, this was 2 years ago. Wow.
Yeah.
I could not forget they relaunched in 21, and like we had one of our buddies try to apply, but then just watching him, it's a due to financial instability. I'm like, damn, that's
Yeah.
sustainable financial results. That sucks.
Yeah.
Wow, I completely forgot about G4 TV. Thanks for the reminder, Sensei.
Yeah, that's why it was like G4 TV was good back in the day because, we didn't have a YouTube.
No, we just had TV, like a TV channel. That's how I found out about Devil May Cry when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And literally they showed like brief gameplay, the cheat codes and all that stuff, and also cheaters.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, even though it was not gamer related, I watched Cheaters with my mom and dad and my sister. Like, please tell me you've seen that show.
Yes, I have.
It was just like, wow, they really filmed this. You can't tell if it's acting or not, but they like locked the fuck in. Like, that was like trash TV that I used to watch, besides Jersey Shore and shit. But that's not important. We're talking about G4, baby,
Yeah.
and
But-
Cheaters.
Yeah, that's when gaming was really good back in the day. And as I said, this was during the PS2 era, PS2, Xbox, Nintendo GameCube, Sega Dreamcast was pretty much out on its way out and whatnot. So this was during the time where the golden era of gaming.
Oh my god, I also remember Ninja Warrior on G4 too.
Yes.
Like, G4 had some banger channel, like some shows and series and gameplay and such. Oh my god. I'm just bringing back like a nostalgia trip for those who haven't seen it or those that are thinking I'm bullshitting. I don't know. For younger generations, it's hard to believe like all this stuff came in a gaming channel.
Yeah.
But yeah, it shockingly did. Even like Japanese game shows and a lot of dumb stuff. G4 was a very diverse channel, but then I guess modern times is what killed it.
Yeah,
or
because
modern co-hosts.
Yeah, because you also have, as I said, you have lots of content creators now that can pretty much do things that G4 did, but better.
Yeah. Like, you don't need too much to have your own show like us or do too much, like pull too much effort. You just got to do the best you can of what you got.
Yeah. Like, I don't get me wrong. I know this is going to be off topic or whatnot. I think we just covered our last topic or whatnot, but
Pretty much.
yeah. So just spitballing and whatnot. Like, I don't mind the concept of G4 TV, especially when you think about how it was back then.
Oh, yeah.
But you could definitely say that the content back then, was edgy. It appealed to the
God.
more
T for teen or more for those guys that are going through puberty and shit. Like,
yeah.
it's a gaming version of Spike TV.
Yeah.
For those who don't know Spike TV, it's very like dude bro.
Like the stuff that they did, back then in G4 TV, you wouldn't be able to do it in this era.
Oh,
because,
like you had some of like the women wearing bikinis and shit doing those events and such. Like I forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
There was like a lot of like, not even cosplayers. There was just like good-looking women doing like dumb things.
Yeah.
I wish you see my hand motion in the camera. Like, you literally just like,
I'll put the camera on us.
you just see like people wearing either dumb outfits or skimpy outfits that nobody. Oh my God, Code Monkeys! I watched that as a kid.
Yes.
Like a 16-bit channel or 16-bit show. Like, you don't see it that often animated. The voice acting was nice, I will say that, and the humor was just like crude.
Yeah, and then of course you also had the skits that they would do and whatnot, which
Yes.
was very entertaining. I would love to do something like that here.
Oh my God, how fast do you think we would get canceled? No,
Exactly. That's the thing. It's like,
that's the question. How fast? It'd probably be delayed if people know who we are, or they might know it's a joke.
yeah, because you have to be like, it's all satire or whatnot. Like, I would say doing skits would be fun, but you would just have to be very creative and very relatable in doing it.
Because everyone's humor is very generic nowadays.
Yeah.
As fucked up as that sounds.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch Joker
And
too.
there's also I also did like how when G4 would X-Play, when they would do like the game reviews or whatnot, I enjoyed their game reviews. That's something that we could definitely do, but that would require us to
have a little bit more time. Oh my god! I mean, we're gamers, for Christ's sakes. That makes sense.
No, meaning like sit down and then let's just say a new game comes out, we have to now dedicate a lot of time playing the game. Then we would have to spend time creating the content, writing the scripts, creating the content.
Better we just do a fucking playthrough like normal people. We just do the fuck it, we ball. If we miss something, we'll go back and deal with it later with someone else playing the game.
Happy Tree Friends. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh my god.
I remember that.
That traumatized me as a kid. They even made it. I'm surprised they made a game of it. They actually made a game. They got away with so much shit. They would not make it to this day and age. Actually, it might.
Because the more I think about it, because now since we're on this topic, is just like we could do it, but it's just like, hey, we're gonna run that risk, but at the same time,
we would need a dedicated day,
dedicated time. We would have to
maybe
we would have to dedicate
maybe a co-op game.
What's up?
Maybe a co-op game. So both of us can play through a story together and have this. Possible.
Remember, that's going to require a lot of editing, a lot of
or we just
coordinating our times.
Or fuck that, we just do a stream of it. Like, hey, this is our only playthrough of this. What do you guys think? Something like that.
Ooh, but it has to be like a start to finish type of thing.
Yeah, we can do it. We can at least do like a weekly idea. Plus, we don't have to go too far. Meh. We're just spewing future content that might be possible. What do you guys think, chat? Later on in the comments, just let us know what you think, or DMs. Like, that would be a funny, like, what do you call it? Let's play streams. There we go.
Yeah.
Forget a review. We might as well just do a playthrough whilst we're going through it. Like, how the fuck do these controls work? Why'd you get hit?
There's just so many ideas that you can go with and whatnot.
And the fact that the new I'm going to call it Neo G4 as a joke, but the fact that Neo G4 couldn't really pull as much as it used to, or pull the same way it used to, is still insane to me.
You lost Morgan Webb, which was...
Yes. I forgot about Morgan. If she sees us, please notice us. I just say this to every celebrity at this point.
Adam Sessler is just like, I would just say mentally gone. That dude is crazy. Like,
I'm trying to remember who Adam Sessler was.
He was on one of the co-hosts with.
Yeah, that guy, the bald dude. Yes.
Yeah, he's crazy now.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
So as I said, things have changed. We're in a different era now. So the content that existed back then
would not make it far.
I wouldn't say make it far. I mean, yes, I agree.
Well,
the
term make it far, as in, it probably would not be as relevant for most people.
Yeah, because one, it's been done already, and two, you also have many other creators also trying to replicate the same thing. So now you're competing. You're
competing after being in the competition originally that you ran.
Yeah,
and that's psychotic.
Because back then, G4 TV, X-Play, and all these other channels, they were their own thing.
Yeah.
They didn't have no other competition. That's why they became popular. They became the one channel gamers would go to, the one channel gamers would talk about and whatnot. And then that's how most gamers ended up playing and trying different genres of games at that time, because you have a platform that's showcasing all these different unique games. And I remember watching and seeing Devil May Cry 3 stuff and whatnot.
That's how I learned.
Got me into the game a lot. And then, of course, God of War. And
you know what's crazy? We would be competition for G4 just for the fact that we can interview and talk to people. Like G4 could have done at any point in time of their lives.
True, but we would have to vet people. And I'm pretty sure they had to do the same as well.
Meh.
And also, it was also a different era and time where, gamers could just get away with a lot, but nowadays it's just like you got to be careful who you represent and not trying to get canceled.
Oh yeah, I've seen the recent streamers and such.
I would say it's more of a headache to try to do.
Yeah.
than to actually do it, because now you have so much that you're gonna have to be up against. Now it's like you're always gonna have to constantly watch your back or whatnot. Demonetization, that is also a thing on platforms, like, or you're not gonna get a big broad reach, or the platform itself restricts your reach. So it's just a lot.
Oh my god, dumb ways to die. There was a series called 1,000 Ways to Die on Spike. I don't know if that's related to that, but I just read that from Pico. That low-key just brought back memories. Man, Spike TV was one hell of a show.
Yeah, it definitely was.
I'm so sorry we're spitballing all over the place. The tea I'm drinking is wiring me up because I got a kratom called green tea. It's supposed to be like more for energy and boosting and such.
Right. I mean, this segment, we're just, hey, we're
just having a good time. And usually when we're guests, I do like peek, and I know that you guys are there, and you guys are all loved and cared and individual shits. Yeah, all the nice stuff, pretty much.
Yeah, because we want to use. We apologize for the outside noise.
I know we're a goated podcast, anyways.
Yeah, so I would just say that when we do our like gaming news topics, like our Thursday episodes, it's more tailored for just conversations that we're having. And then, of course, you guys can also chime in chat as well. So one of the things I do plan on doing is having a call-in feature to where people can actually call in to the podcast and be like, all right, share us your thoughts.
Oh, my God. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. So once I get the little thing on this mixer right here, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be chaotic, and I'm here for it. Yeah, and I can't wait for that. It's gonna be some good content that's gonna be.
I want to get the best clips out of people calling us. That would be the funniest thing.
Yeah, and we're just all talking about gaming and stuff and whatnot.
You're caller number 1. How are you doing today? It's like I just lost my diamond rank in League of Legends. I feel like it all. Please call the other hotline.
We're definitely not therapists, so
no, we're the complete opposites.
We're definitely gonna have to, preface it with that, just to let y'all know.
We're not therapists, but we'll talk to you.
Yeah, the only thing we're just gonna say is that, hey, just play different games, try out different games, because you'll never know what kind of experience that you're gonna get. And
what's the Dark Souls saying? Get going.
Yeah, and funny enough, like I'm like even today at work, I was talking to my brother. And he was telling me that he's enjoying The Witcher 3.
Ooh.
He just got into The Witcher 3. I'm like, it's going to get really good.
Ooh, he's starting off strong.
Yeah. So he's going through his adventure. And, yeah, like me and my brother, we grew up, gaming and whatnot. And he, I would say our tastes are a bit similar. But, like, they're a bit similar because we grew up playing most of the same games, and then of course we ended up drifting off playing different unique games and whatnot. Like I know when it comes to shooters, that's more of my thing. Fighting games, that's more of my thing. I think he's more into like action adventure games. I don't know if he plays JRPGs, but you'll tell me that in the chat if you are here. Or you'll tell me it at work if you do play JRPGs. Because if you do, then I got some JRPG games I can definitely recommend.
When it comes to family bonding and gaming, that warms my fucking heart. I'm not going to lie to you. Because, like, I shoot the shit with my cousin that...
Since I couldn't get my sister into gaming, so...
Oh, neither can I. I showed her Skyrim and she got bored of it.
He's like...
Trying. That's respectable.
Yeah.
You at least show the effort, and that's, like, the real step of, like, trying to game. You have to try it first. Not many people can go that far, and trying isn't like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's actually like playing a game at least for a solid hour or two, I'd say.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I would say to really get a good grasp, a good feel of the game, I would say you have to at least give it at least minimum 3 to 5 hours.
Okay.
That's like a really good window just to see.
I say 1 to 3, depending on the type of game you're getting into, because when you
I would say 1 hour is not enough.
At least to test out the water, samples, and such. It just depends on the game you're playing, because like with maybe 1 hour, you can go to the tutorial, the early stages of the game.
Yeah. First hour of the game is usually the early parts of the game. You want to get to the part where just like you're knee deep into the game. Like, all right, I'm about like 15 to 20 hours in. All right, you're knee deep into it.
Oh,
like,
hell yeah.
For me, it was with Black Myth Wukong. Like, first couple of hours, I'm just learning about the character, learning about the world, and learning about these skills that you can get as the character. Once I got about maybe 15, 20 to 30 hours in,
really?
Like, now I know what I need to do.
Oh, yeah. You have mentioned this your start and your finish. I've yet to play that game. I need to start playing on my PS5 or at least.
Started getting into strategy, Ni no Kuni, and the Fire
Oh,
Emblem.
Fire Emblem is a good game. I've heard good things about Three Houses.
I've not. I've heard about Fire Emblem. I have not gotten into it. That's on me.
Yeah. We always have a different branch when it comes to gaming and such. Like, I wanted to play Mario and Luigi Superstars on the Switch, but I wanted to play the Game Boy version to have a feel of the game. And I'm actually having fun. Like, I love puzzle games to that extent. Or at least turn-based combat systems. Like OG Final Fantasy and shit.
I'm surprised you have not jumped into Persona 5 yet, because you would love.
I'm talking myself out of it. I'm avoiding that because I'm going to be stuck.
Yeah. You're gonna be stuck, but you're gonna love the hell out of it.
So the funny thing is, I don't know if you had to play the order of it, but I thought it'd be interesting to try Persona 1 through 5. But
oh no, they're all their own individual.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're not tied to each other. They're all individual. So, So like each one of them, you get your own experiences. But I would definitely say Persona 5, bro. That's a game that's gonna get. You're definitely gonna have to put in over 100 hours.
What?
Yeah, but the reason why is because you're going to be so immersed in the world. You're going to be like, I wonder what's going to happen with the relationship with this character and whatnot.
So, like, causing effects and consequences and actions are, like, based off its game?
And then, of course, the advancing of the plot as well.
Oh. Damn. This is, like, the third time I've been told to play this game. You guys dealt with stick drift because I'm currently experiencing it on my PS5 pad. I don't touch
I'm gonna tweet this on Twitter and I'm gonna be like, listen, should Waluigi play Persona 5? Yes or no? I'm gonna put out a poll.
If I get yes, I'll get the golden edition on my PC and I will stream it. You heard it here, chat. Clip it, call me out. I will get it and I'll take my time with it. I'll try to stream it as much. This is me holding accountability because I feel like I had to man up and play a JRPG for the love of Christ. But stick drift. Have you dealt with stick drift already on your PS5 pad?
Stick what?
Stick drift.
Stick drift?
Pico's asking.
I think I know it is noticeable, but I never have it due to the fact that I don't game a lot, and two, I have like different controllers.
Oh yeah, you cycle it out. You're like Butters, but with controllers.
Yeah, like
not Fight Sticks. No offense, Butters.
Like I have different controllers, but I definitely know the feeling because I know one of the PS4 controllers here at Flint has stick drift, and I don't know which one. So
that's scary. You're giving somebody you're giving someone a disadvantage about realizing.
I don't know, so when they're just be like, "Yo, I want to play in the tournament," and what I'm like, "All right, here's a controller, but I don't know if this has stick drift, but here you go."
Find out for me. You're just giving someone like a little disadvantage without them knowing. Here's a Nerf kid.
That's why I always tell them, "Hey,
bring your own controller."
Exactly.
I love how we said that in sync. That's how you know I'm a shadow TO. I'm not a real TO. I just know how to. Want my nuts?
Oh my god!
I forgot to offer some trail mix, and I just feel so bad.
Oh my god!
This is how you know we have fun here. Don't mind the ASMR of me, my beautiful face eating. I need to get a haircut, but that's not important. But speaking of which of events, I'm looking forward for next Saturday.
Yep, next Saturday is Fighter Fest 6, or AKA Fighter Fest 2024. This is our annual regional FGC tournament that Flint has. Well, it's now becoming a yearly thing due to the fact that after 2023 and how successful that was, we are now making that a yearly thing. There's also going to be some new announcements next Saturday during Fighter Fest. So if you are local to the South Florida area, by all means, come through and, check out the event. If you're going to come as a spectator, it's $15. But if you're coming as a competitor, then the venue fee is $25. And this gives you access to here and the other side as well. The Oasis is also going to be on the arcade side of Flynn's, and the main event tournaments are going to be in here. So it's going to be good. It's going to be a great time, and I'll even disclose it here on the podcast as well, is that the main reason why we're doing Fighter Fest here versus at the Urban League, and that is due to financial issues. And I know some people were hoping that we would have like pot bonuses, but we don't got sponsors anymore. So we back to ground zero. It sucks, but that's life. Things happen, and we were not able to like financially. The decision was on my shoulders whether or not do we do it over there or do we do it here in the new space. And I said let's do it here because for one, I want the event to be as affordable to the community, and two, if I were to do it at the Urban League, I would have to charge the venue fee all the way up to about $50. And now something I was like, I don't want to do that to y'all. Especially for a one-day event, I do not want to do that to y'all.
Yeah, I get it.
So it made a lot of sense to be like, hey, you know what? We're gonna do it here.
And that's a great feeling. You can support it in your home local.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a great time.
Plus, we got everything in stock without having to move it, transport, or anything else, and there's no delay in cleanup.
Yeah.
Like last year.
Yeah.
On my birthday.
Yeah, where we had to like vacate the area. Like we left at 3 a.m.
Oh yeah, literally on my own birthday, I was cleaning up this place. I loved it.
Yeah,
That's how much I love Flynn's with a burning passion.
Yeah, we end up leaving there at 3 a.m. We were hoping to be done by 12 or 1.
But like
Strive.
like the finals was insane.
Yeah, but man, I would say everything was going good for Strive. Like the first, like we were getting matches out the way, and until you got to like the middle part, I would say like when it got to about, I would say top 48 or 24.
Yeah,
that's when every game became a game 5. For
it became a bloodbath, literally.
Yeah, like because there was top 13 payout, so you have a lot of people trying to get into top 13, not top 8, but top 13,
which was nuts.
Just so that way they can make payout and whatnot.
We may not be able to reenact it, but at least we can rapidly kicking in, but we can enjoy seeing the sights of our local players and others coming through. Yeah. I wonder how many people did sign up
for
everything.
For last year?
No, I'm talking about this year. I wonder if anybody signed up yet.
We have about 5 people.
Yeah, we're gonna get more later. Last minute goers.
Yeah, all the last minute goers are going to sign up on a day of because that's what they do. They're gonna. And I'm going to put out a disclaimer. I'm going to just let everybody know. And I'm going to let everybody know for the ones that are going to show up for Fighter Fest on the day of. I'm going to let y'all know now. Please do not DM myself or the other TOs about, hey, I'm coming in late. We're going to be busy running the event. I highly encourage you to show up an hour early. I will post the times of the tournaments on Sunday afternoon. So that way everyone knows what game tournament is happening at what time. Show up 1 hour early, please. Or just sign up online just so that you could just bypass everything. Because once the tournaments are going, we're going to be busy. And we're not going to be taking time answering DMs, wondering, and you're hitting us up, be like, yo, I'm coming in late. Or, yo, I'm on the way.
No, be there already.
Show up an hour early. That's all I'm going to say. Show up 1 hour early. Make your TO's job easy. Please and thank you.
Just don't make it a living hell, especially that island is involved. We'll see you as a headache, respectfully.
Yeah.
We already do, but that's not important.
Like,
I kid.
Like, my phone is only going to ring for a certain amount of people, but if you're hitting me up on Discord or Twitter or whatnot, because those are usually the 2 places people are going to hit me up at, I'm probably not going to check my DMs. Just show up. That's all I'm going to say. Just show up an hour early. Make it easier on yourself. Make it easier on your TO. That's it. That's all I ask. That is all I ask. But yeah, I'm excited for it.
Me too. It's been a while.
It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a great event. And I wish we were at the Urban League. I wish we had the sponsors so that way we can give you guys a really good another good experience. But things happen.
Times are hard, and you know what? We do the best we can to put on a great show for you guys. So
we're just looking for this event. I'm just looking forward for another good time.
Oh hell yeah.
Some crazy moments because but after before we wrap up whatnot, I'm looking forward for Guilty Gear Strive.
Oh my god. Because season 4 starts, and also 2 days after the release, there's also going to be Dizzy. Is she going to be tournament legal or not?
Dizzy's tournament legal.
2 days before a tournament? Usually it's a week or so. That's nuts.
Dizzy's legal, and the season 4 patch is legal, even though y'all got 2 days to learn it.
I am not getting cheese in a game that I'm known for.
Y'all got
I don't even know how to lab.
Y'all got 2 days to learn season 4.
That's a real Halloween.
Best of luck to y'all.
Oh yeah, Rem has a new move. You sent it to me. I'm gonna try to do something about that.
Bro, the amount of people complaining about why Ram's getting another move.
She needs it.
I kept seeing it like she needs it.
Oh yeah, she fucking needs it. I'm gonna say it with my chest. If you have a problem, talk to me in person. Let's go outside. Don't be a bitch and text me.
Everyone's like, why does Patipkin has a command armor with command grab?
Oh, fuck that. That's evil.
That's what I said. And then, of course, you also have Chip with his new move coming out.
Oh, the tightrope.
Mm-hmm.
You have a high-low mix-up, literally. And you can extend that combo into a... I know Marvell is going to do some cheap shit. Chip didn't become cheap. He became, like, a fucking whole-ass rich coupon.
Soul got some, some new sauce.
Weaponized autism, that's what I'm calling it. Like, you're Unga. Ram needs some shit like that.
Anji was looking crazy. Gold Lewis, oh my.
Viking has another version of parry that gives pushback. That fucked me up. That low-key fucked me up. Then it looks like Faust can now throw his, or golf swing his afro now. And it launches. Like the afro that you drop, swings. I saw it swing at May and I was like, what? Because usually it just floats and you avoid it. No, you can just whack, get it.
Yeah, so that's why I said Strive. That's going to be the game you definitely either you compete
or you just watch.
Because
I say you're gonna watch because it's a bloodbath.
Yeah, it's gonna be nuts.
So you're either gonna watch the real Strive players show up, or you're gonna see a whole new gen fuck everybody up, and they're gonna be free. Because most likely, I'm going to get freed up until I learn how to do something about half the game. Because you're going to have to learn a lot of matchups again. Because now they're like, oh yeah, we're doing a rework with all 28 characters now. They should have said this like a while ago.
Yeah, because when that trailer came out, a couple of people were hitting me up. They're like, yo, are you running the Season 4 patch? I was like, on Fighter Fest? I was like, yes. It was like,
it's like, bet, we're coming back.
Oh, man. Strive is going to be good.
Strive is going to be chaotic. It's a party game now.
Literally, that's what everyone's saying. It's like it's a party game. What is this game?
You're even going to be running the train or getting your train ran on you. Like, that game is fucking nuts. I am sorry I had to say it like that, but this game is disrespectful and I love it. I like how it looks equal now with the amount of damage you can do with both characters. I still miss Ram's shit, but you know what? I'm gonna do something about it. I just come into the mentality I don't give a fuck because that's the way I was trained.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to take up too much time.
Yeah, time is of the essence.
Yeah, we're well past the time mark. We're going on about hour 30, hour 40. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. We want to, thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in and hanging out with us. This has been fun.
Yeah, shouts out to a lot of people like Anime Kevin, Mackie Lates, True Fade, Sensei Raphael, Wednesday, Pico, Bender's Lightning. Like, much appreciated to y'all and the viewers watching behind as well.
Absolutely.
We appreciate every single view, follow, subscription, like, subs, bits, whatever you got. We're happy to have your company.
Absolutely. And of course, our next episode will be Sunday. Got to try to get a guest on. So
if you're a guest from South Florida, hit our line.
Yeah, hit our line. And with that being said, I'd like to thank y'all all for watching and tuning in. This has been episode 105 of the South Florida Gamers Podcast, and we are signing out.
Peace.
Stay classy.